talk to you more about that once we get going here. But all right, looks like we should be alive. Oh, Tony's streaming right now too. Good for him. He's got 4 people watching.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's getting there. Also, we're oh gee, oh well, the audio's working on my stream. What's good,
That's
internet?
good.
Hey, that's half the battle sometimes. Unfortunately.
True. Very
What's
true.
good, Internet? I'm Eric, and I am back with my buddy Ed. We are, of course, in Powerwash Simulator. This is, yeah, as you heard, the SpongeBob pack. So this is actually going to be our third and final part, Ed. We are going to 100% the
Woo.
SpongeBob DLC,
Hell yeah.
and
I
that
haven't even beat the main
includes.
game, dude.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe we'll get there. Maybe because there are still some main game achievements that I don't have that I've been
Yeah.
too scared to try. So, even me, even me. But maybe who knows if
Fair
this
enough.
keeps doing well, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But we are actually going to 100% it with every achievement as well. For this next, well, this session that we're in right now, not even next. I guess for us it's next. But we have 2 things we're doing. We are cleaning the invisible boatmobile,
Next.
which
Ooh,
is going to be a challenge in
is that
itself.
easier or harder?
I don't know yet.
Because you can see where the stuff is.
But then you slowly lose track of where you are, I guess.
Exactly.
We'll
Okay.
figure that out, and then we also have the mermaid lair. The mermaid lair, merman's lair.
The Mer layer?
What is it? The Underleague of Justice? I don't know. The Hall of Justice?
The
I don't know.
International Justice League of Super Acquaintances?
Is that it?
That's the name of their superhero team.
Okay, you know more
The
SpongeBob than I do.
IJLSA.
But anyway,
That
we have
includes the Quickster, Krakatoa, uh,
Invisible Woman,
Misappear,
Miss Disappear. I
and
don't know.
no, it's Misappear, and
And
then
then
the
the Elastic
Elastic
Waistband. I know that one.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway, to
can
start
touch
things
my
off,
toes.
we got a message from Mermaid Man. Would you like me to read it, Ed?
Please do, Eric.
I forget his voice, so I'm going to do my best. There's evil afoot, evil! But it's no foot, amigo. It's a bubble, a dirty, dirty bubble. And he's been painting the whole town brown. We tracked him to the jellyfish fishes. Jellyfield fishes? Jelly.
Jellyfish Fields.
That's what it should say, but it doesn't. Jellyfield fishes. No. Oh wait. Oh my God. It's actually in character for Mermaid Man. Hold on. Let me read this again. We tracked him to the Jellyfield fishes. No wait. The jellyfish fields. But he cornered us. And I didn't think a round thing could do that. Finally, he sucked us in with his awesome surface tension. We managed to pry our way out with Barnacle Boy's rough, rock-eating tongue, but the invisible boatmobile is a wreck. It's covered in every type of gunk you'd find it in all you can eat if you were a clam. Barnacle Boy says you have some kind of squirter that you pressure into working for you. I respect that. I wish I had been reading these the whole time because this sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes a lot more sense because that the Dirty Bubble, who definitely was not in the last episode.
Definitely
I don't know
not
what you're
according to
talking
you.
about. Dirty Bubble denier here. The Earth is flat and the Dirty Bubble was not in that episode. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, let me turn co-op on here. You keep going, my guy. I'm going to invite you to the game.
But the idea that the Dirty Bubble is just shitting all over Bikini Bottom is really funny to me. And that's what's causing everything to need to be washed.
Oh man, yeah, that it's crazy, right? Like it's a great premise, and I wish I had read all of these. But you know, if you want to get the full story that isn't in the finale,
If you want to see the things that lead up to this thrilling conclusion,
this thrilling conclusion, get it yourself. Try it out. It's a fun pack.
how far can I run?
And there he goes into the fields.
Oh, there's like
T-posing.
tire tracks over here.
Ooh, Did the dirty bubble leave tracks? Hello, Candy.
Uh,
Welcome. My goodness,
Candy!
it has been quite a while
Yeah,
since I've talked to you, my guy.
it is time to power the wash. Yeah, it looks like you can see like where they drove the boatmobile,
You would think that
and
the
then
tracks would also be invisible, but yeah, that's crazy. What a crazy attention to detail.
yeah.
There is actually no achievement other than completing this level.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just gonna clean to clean, and I'm worried because a couple things can happen. One, this could turn. Hold on, let's. This could be a problem. Hold on. Oh no! All right, Ed. So you see from this angle that you're at, see how it looks clear? Come over to where I
Hmm.
am. It blocks the view. Well, you got something.
Lovely.
Hello, Tony. Welcome. I thought
Hello.
you
I
were
thought Tony was
literally
streaming.
you were just streaming Alien Isolation. Did you stop streaming to come watch this? That's crazy, my guy. But welcome nonetheless.
Yeah, I sent a message to everyone on your Discord
Oh
that
gosh,
was
that's why K and D's here. He doesn't
very
respond to shit.
it was very persuasive. That's all I'll say.
Was it? Was it? Now we actually
Oh
have
yeah.
to deliver a semi-good episode, Ed. How dare you put this pressure on me?
That's the name of the game, Eric. It's not my
called
fault.
Pressure Wash Power Wash Simulator. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's well, another name for a power washer is a pressure washer. It's a
Seriously?
washer that you pressure to work for you. Like, come on.
You've pressured some sort of squirter to work for you. I respect that. I feel like at the end there, I finally got the essence of his
I
mannerisms.
like as time was going on, you were getting better and better. I have
Good.
to say.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like the more I can like actually deliver in a role, I can eventually pick it up better. I mean, that's just how it goes. Stating the obvious there. The more you do
A
something,
ramp!
the better you get at it.
Look, it's a ramp. We could use that as a ramp.
Oh my goodness. So, Ed,
Yes.
there's some new stuff going on with you, my guy. You're going to another God damn it! What is in here? What? You're going to a convention soon.
I think. Yes, I am.
You are, and you are actually going to be
I-
getting the chance to meet one of my favorites, Richard Horvitz.
Yep. I definitely am, and I definitely also know exactly who that is.
Oh no. Okay.
If you could just tell me sort of the
Sure.
the
Let me
things
give
that
you
this person has been in.
Invader Zim,
Oh yeah, okay.
Daggett from Angry Beavers,
You just had to say Invader Zim. I know who that
Moxie
is.
from the now
I
very
know
relevant. Okay.
who it is.
Okay. What are we? I'm afraid. What this is indeed an invisible boat, and I don't. So back in 2018, I had a chance to. Back when I was still doing press stuff, I got the very good fortune of getting a chance to talk to him. Delightful human being, amazing guy. The only cooler thing than meeting him was meeting him at the same time I got to meet Billy West. For example on who Billy West. Do you know who Billy West is?
I do know who Billy West is.
Okay. And just getting to sit down and talk to those guys, even though I correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe they've actually co-worked on any projects, and even if they
Not
did,
that I know of.
but it was like watching two war buddies sit down at a table and just they have such a love for the business. It is absolutely inspiring. Oh my God, how did you get that?
I just knew where those parts of the boat were, and then I just kind of sprayed at those spots until I got it.
This was the invisible boat mobile, by the way.
Hey, let's.
Well done. You know what we're doing now? We're going on to the final level. Oh, yeah, first let's take a
Oh,
look at this. Hmm.
oh yeah. I'm sure there's some invisible bubble behind me or something.
Maybe. I didn't recognize one, so... We're on to the final level, Ed. The
Also,
Mermalair.
good to note, Candy, that will be noted going forward.
What's up?
She uses
Oh!
she they pronouns now, or she her, not
Oh,
she they.
okay. I'm going to keep calling you K and D. I hope that's also okay. So we are on to our final level, Ed. The Mermalair. And we
Yes.
have another message from Mermaid Man, by the way.
Ah!
Uh, oh man, I forget how I did it. We're just gonna have to jump into that. Welcome, friend. Welcome to the elusive prison of Fangor. No, wait. I mean the Mermalair. I live here, don't I? And guess what? That dirty, dirty bubble has struck again. This time within our very walls. Don't ask me how, but he escaped, ran around, dirtied up the place before, quick as night, sneaking back into his impregnable hold, from which escape is impossible. And look at what he's done to the place. He's made the whole 9 yards look like it's a festering nest of negligence. And for what? Revenge? I'd like to see him try. Do something, kid, before we descend into a pit of self-loathing and crime and Bikini Bottom spirals out of control. And don't forget those nooks and crannies. Crime flourishes where angelfish fear to dredge. What a...
Okay.
He's got quite the phrase. He can really turn a phrase, can't he?
To a certain degree, I would agree with
Wow.
that. Impregnable.
Oh my... Okay, so there is an achievement linked to this one.
Ah. Okay.
We have to find and clean Patrick Starr's ID badge. Or driver's license.
Yep.
And I happen to know around the area that it's at, but not exactly where it's at. It's on a table somewhere.
Is this it right here?
That might be it. You gotta be very careful when spraying it, though. Yeah. That looks like it. Looks like it's it.
It's not my wallet. Got the achievement.
Awesome, and now we can clean this place. Oh my
All right.
God, this is.
What's the right order to this?
I don't
think I'm gonna
know.
start on this thing.
Oh, Ed, look at these things.
Oh,
It's Captain
it's the
Magma.
IJLSA. It's the IJLSA.
Wait. Should we release the names or the outfits first?
Oh, good question. This one is the Elastic Waistband.
Wow.
The Quickster.
That is
With the ability to run freely.
that is
quick.
Quickster, which means that this is obviously. Wow! Look at the tits on that.
Miss up here. That's actually a fantastic pun.
Well, I'll continue working on these.
Sounds good. I am cleaning off this back thing.
This was an interesting episode. You know what's? I don't know if I brought it up last time. I may have. I apologize if I sound like a broken record. But they really coddled and protect SpongeBob nowadays. I feel like early in like season 1, season 2, misfortune hit him a lot more than it does.
Maybe to a certain degree. I guess
Like it always seems like SpongeBob
about?
is the happy-go-lucky guy, and usually the bad stuff happens to Squidward because he's so negative. The only but I mean I get it, I understand it, but like early days, like for example when we were at rock bottom, SpongeBob kept missing the bus and was just in a place that was scary and new to him, and he could not for the life of him get his license because it always messed up.
I mean,
But
that's still true.
well, that might still be true, but I don't know. I just feel like SpongeBob. I mean, granted, I haven't really watched SpongeBob recently, but I feel as though he's, I don't know, protected, and it's usually Squidward who gets the short end of the stick.
I mean, I feel like it's just they've sort of settled into that formula a little more. It works for them, and it's been working for, gosh, who knows how long. And yeah, don't have much more to say. Like,
There isn't much more to say. I mean,
I think you're right to a certain degree. Like, they definitely are nicer to SpongeBob, but like,
I mean, I'm not looking for a life-changing analysis by any means. It was just something that I just thought about. So, I also had something else to bring up to you about the Spy Family movie because we talked about that last episode. Look at this.
we did.
Building bridges.
Oh.
So you had an issue with it just being basically an episode of Spy Family. Not much changed in terms of the plot.
Correct.
But I think we were overlooking one very important thing.
What's that?
And I understand us not really getting it at the time, and it took me a while to really think back. I'm like, no, this did give me something. We are so used to seeing Twilight being in charge of everything. We finally saw him lose in that movie.
Oh, I guess.
So he's not like
At
he's
least temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily, but still, we saw him suffer a defeat, which is something that we haven't seen in the show.
I mean, yes and no, because he lost to Yor.
I would say that the family as a whole has finally lost. Because they all lost in that situation. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go see the Spy Family movie, because it was great. I wouldn't say it was great. It was okay.
It was decent to good.
It was worth the money.
See it with friends.
Yes. We're so hard on it.
I demand more from my anime movies. If you're going to be in a theater and not direct to DVD...
Okay, Ed. All right, first of all, hold on. You are just not happy with any anime movies because I got Ed to sit down, and me and one of our other buddies, Nick, we watched the DBZ Super movies, and man, did Ed have gripes about that as well.
I am fully in my rights to have those gripes. I am so 100% right about everything I've said about those movies.
Absolutely wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Listen, I understand you didn't grow up a DBZ fan like me and Nick did, okay? But listen, you don't know the struggles. You don't know the yearly struggles we had with watching these people and these characters develop.
Why didn't you just watch for 6 months and then you'd be fine? Right?
No, because you're not fine. And because now I have an appreciation, something that you can't grasp. You're the kind of man who would sit down and enjoy GT. I guarantee it.
I probably not, because I've heard GT is really bad.
And we need some more respect on the name because Toriyama has recently passed. So you, sir, need to come to terms with the Dragon Ball Super movies, and Frieza is just the best villain ever.
Anime movies are typically not done by the same studio that does the anime themselves. They're licensed differently.
Don't care. It's the same character concepts.
I will not say. I will say that the movie where Golden Frieza is introduced.
The movie. He doesn't even fucking know.
Bad.
No, how dare you?
And it's bad for 2 reasons.
Okay, go ahead, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
I'm not.
You're wrong.
You can't. No, I'm not. I'm super not.
You are super wrong.
The first thing is Frieza comes back and goes from the level where he got cut in half by Trunks, by just regular Super Saiyan Trunks, which was decades ago, like real life decades ago. Not to mention how long it's been in the show, which I'm pretty sure it's also been decades because everyone has moved into different positions. We've got...
How dare you?
Bitch.
What is your gripe? What is your gripe? What is your stupid gripe that doesn't make sense?
The thing that doesn't make sense is how strong he gets in 6 months. That's what doesn't make sense.
Because he's never trained before. He
don't
was
care.
born with greatness, Ed, and he had time to finally... Frieza is a villain who does something that most villains never do. He recognizes what makes someone strong, and he recognized he was in the wrong for underestimating this monkey, as I will say.
I am saying that it should have taken him longer than 6 months to go from whooped by a Super Saiyan, and arguably one of the weaker Super Saiyans, because Trunks really ain't hot shit. Like,
you take that fucking back. He is amazing.
I'm sure. You know what? He's cool. I love.
You don't
the
know
sword.
You don't fucking know what. You don't even know.
But
he's a time patroller, dude.
But is he more powerful than Goku? Answer me that first question. Is he more powerful than Goku? Yes or no? Answer the question. Yes or no?
Define when.
Is he more powerful? Is Trunks, when he slashes Frieza in half, more powerful than Goku?
We didn't actually see them fight. I would say yes, on the terms of one thing. Goku had just become a Super Saiyan, whereas Trunks had time to develop and harness that power. If him and Goku had fought all out, I actually think Trunks would have had the upper hand in that fight, but that fight didn't actually happen. He tested him with a sword and Goku blocked it, and that was good enough for him. I would say if they fought all out when future Trunks met Goku, Trunks would have won that.
I disagree, because Trunks couldn't beat an android, and Goku could.
Goku also... Oh my god, no. No!
Am I wrong?
You realize that Goku had a heart condition that put him near death, and he healed from that. And Saiyans get stronger every time they come back from the brink of death. He got an insane power boost from that. Crazy
how that happens. And it still took Goku how long to become Super Saiyan, what is it, God or Blue, whichever one is equivalent to Golden Frieza.
That did not have... All right, so all of that... So here's what I want to preface. All that stuff happened in Super. In the original Dragon Ball Z series, the highest attained level was Super Saiyan 3.
Right.
And even was not used because it was so inefficient.
Is my assumption wrong that Dragon Ball Super takes place after Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, but if you're talking about Trunks was absolutely the shit.
So, I'm talking that Trunks' power level was not very... Why are you cleaning the thing I'm cleaning? Go clean something else.
It's the dirty bottle!
I know! It's his prison that he can't get out of.
But somehow got out of.
See, now, this is the dirty bubble.
Yeah.
Mermaid Man said he can't get out of it. And you're trying to distract me. So,
is that...
my point being, Trunks is not more powerful than Goku, overall in the series. He's not usually considered more powerful than Goku. He's not considered more powerful than his dad, Vegeta. And he's not considered more powerful than Gohan, which are the three main Saiyans that we know. He's definitely not considered more powerful than Broly. So there's the five Saiyans that I really know about, because I know there's like Goten or whoever, I know that there's like a couple more, but
God damn it, put it down.
I'm using it.
Making me stand up.
That Trunks was able to one-shot Frieza. Not even like they fought for a while. It was, I fucked your entire day up. No problem. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
That Frieza worked out for 6 months and became as powerful as the form Goku took to fight Beerus to a standstill.
Wrong. Frieza also was tortured in hell. He kept his body. So Frieza had his body in hell, the same
But
way
he didn't
Goku
do any
did in the other
training,
world.
which means that he could not have gotten any stronger, according to you.
He had insane tolerance to bullshit. I'll say that. He had a lot of time to reflect and think about things, and he came back with a game plan. Ed, he came back with a game plan, and he enacted it. He trained harder than he'd ever trained.
I don't care who you are. It does not take you 6 months to become the strongest being in your universe. It's dumb power scaling that they did arbitrarily because they wanted to bring Frieza back. And all they had to do to fix it was to say it took Frieza a couple years to get there, and I'd be happy.
Nah, because the timeline was rushed, Ed. The timeline's rushed.
The timeline is whatever the fuck they want it to be because they're writing the story.
Doesn't make sense. No, because then you have to introduce all these other characters like Bra and Pan, and it gets more complicated. You got to work within a certain time frame, and just like how. All right, let me throw a fresh perspective at you, Ed. Okay, let's see if this is something you'd be willing to work with. Okay, so Saiyans get stronger every time they're near death, right?
Sure,
that's a fact. That's something that is been around.
Indisputable.
Okay, let's say that Frieza's race also has an ability that if they put in effort, they can also achieve greatness in shorter time. I.e., let's just say that they do because and here's one reason that I will say that it is true. Let's just say that there is a movie called Cooler's Revenge. Okay, Cooler is Frieza's brother. Okay, there was a movie with him. He attained a
Cooler
fifth.
Was his dad? No,
that's King Cold. Now, Cooler was able to attain a fifth form. Frieza's ultimate form is the one that you normally see him in, his fourth form. Yeah. Cooler has a fifth form because he put in effort and trained.
Sure.
So it is possible.
How long did Cooler train for?
That was undisclosed. It was never mentioned. But there was a form beyond what Frieza had at the time.
Sure.
And Frieza never unlocked that form. Instead, became golden.
I mean, we don't know that Frieza didn't unlock that form.
We would have seen that form because it's the most fucking badass form that they've ever made for one of his race. If he unlocked it, I hope they bring it back in the future. Oh my god, if they bring Cooler's form onto Frieza, oh my god, is the internet going to blow up? Because he looked like Shredder. He looked like Super Shredder. It was great.
That is my problem.
Yeah.
With.
Okay. You just don't understand. You just don't understand that with the power. You watch anime where the sole purpose of people getting stronger is the power of friendship and belief. But you cannot believe when somebody actually puts in a little bit of training and effort that they can't become great.
It took him 6 months to do what it took the rest of the cast 10 years to do.
Do you know how many squats you can do in 6 months, Ed?
He just built different.
No.
Yes, he is built. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. A voice of reason in your household, Ed.
Can I steal you for 10 seconds?
Yes. Stand by.
All right, I will stand by, and I will now talk to the chat to tell me why I'm right. Sorry about that heated debate. Ed had to be set straight. He does not know any better. This is a dirty chair. Holy crap. I know I'm not wrong for thinking this, okay? It is totally plausible that Frieza, who has never trained a day in his life, absolutely gained that power. He just doesn't know. I can't be mad at him. He doesn't understand. He didn't grow up watching it like I did. I am so attached. Like, Frieza, arguably best character villain-wise. I mean, Cell's great in his own right, but Frieza, we loved him so much they brought him back multiple times in multiple movies. He is the epitome of evil. Oh my God, Vera, you just missed the most heated debate. You're going to definitely have to go back and watch this one. Man, was Ed wrong.
I wasn't, and I'm not.
You were absolutely wrong. And
I'm
now
not.
there's more people here to witness how foolish you are.
I think that it's dumb and bad writing that Frieza got as strong as Goku and Vegeta in their ultimate forms in 6 months of training. Training. Not even like he was out fighting real life or death battles. Just like push-ups and shit.
And you realize that there is a room of I almost said room of requirement. The time chamber, right? The time and space chamber.
Who's in control of that again? Remind me.
Yeah. So
No.
Goku
Say it.
got all of that training. Goku would have gotten all of that training, a whole year of training, in one fucking day, man. One day, a whole year.
Who's in control of that?
Dende and Mr. Popo and the Lookout.
Yeah, and would any of them have let Frieza use that?
You realize that if there is something that has that sort of power on Earth, there could be other places that have that same... Who says he didn't jump in a hyperbolic time chamber on another planet? Or a similar, maybe, just maybe, 6 months of training on a certain planet off into space had the same time cycle as a year of training, Ed. Or multiple years of training.
Do you hear yourself speaking and why that might be bad plot? Bad writing that could have been circumvented by simply increasing the time period that he spent training?
No, you can't increase the time period that Frieza trained, because then you'd have to speed up the whole story, and there's a timeline to follow, Ed. Let's just say Frieza's great, and his training pays dividends when he actually puts in effort. He can get the training of multiple people... Years worth of training in 6 months, because that's just how his race works, man. He's built different. He ain't no Saiyan. He ain't no human. He ain't no Yamcha baby.
If I have to make assumptions like that, you didn't do your job as the writer of this.
How dare you? How dare you?
That kind of thing needs to be explained. And if
First of all, Bailey, I have had far more than you could think of, my guy, and turned down just as much. So you can take that back and shove it. Second of all, you're still wrong, Ed. What is wrong with this chair? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong
all right,
with the chair.
I got the chairs and the table ready. Oh my God, this place is still filthy.
Yeah, we're about 33% clean.
Oh my gosh, okay. You got me too hyped up on DBZ, Ed.
You brought it up.
But you had to be wrong about it.
You are the one that brought this up. I simply watched a movie that you asked me to watch with any sort of, like, logical thinking brain, and went, no, that's really stupid. You know what else is stupid? Goku gets shot with a fucking laser gun and dies.
All right,
Spoilers.
Listen, he wasn't prepared for that, Ed. He let his guard down. And when you let your guard down, cheap shots happen.
Faster than the speed of light, and he got hit by a fucking laser.
Because he wasn't expecting it, Ed.
No.
He wasn't expecting
I refuse. It's bad. That's dumb and bad. Can Goku beat Superman? No, he can't. If Superman's got a laser, which guess what? He does. There. Problem fucking solved. I solved the internet.
No, you did not. You solved nothing. You've started so many more wars. You've started so many more
Goku
wars.
could never beat Superman in
I
a fight.
don't know if our
because
friendship
all
can withstand this, Ed.
All Superman would have to do, apparently, is shoot Goku with laser eyes when he's not paying attention. That's all he'd have to do. And that's apparently Goku's weakness, is random fucking laser. He could just give a laser gun to Jimmy Olsen, and Jimmy Olsen could do it, because apparently any motherfucker with a gun could just kill Goku.
First of all, it's a blaster, Ed. And the Frieza Force has had several years to create anti-Saiyan technology, okay?
Their anti-Saiyan technology was when they blew up the planet. It doesn't get much more anti-Saiyan technology than that.
You know how they eradicated them? With a fucking laser head.
Turns out lasers are just their kryptonite, I guess. You know what?
Exactly.
If you will say that any laser can kill Goku, no matter what, Goku can't stop a laser, I will concede that they found his secret weakness.
I refuse.
Uh-huh. 'Cause it's dumb.
Oh,
We haven't
man.
fun yet? How we doing?
No. No, I'm not. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna be honest. I underestimated how big this mermaid lair was. This might be. Yeah, chat is going crazy. You're not wrong.
Is it?
A little bit, yeah.
What's going on in chat? What are
they're
we
just-
doing, guys?
Oh well, I
Hell
mean,
no.
they're just here. They've got
tacos.
they got other debate questions. Batman versus Superman. You know, obviously Batman wins, right?
Well, the answer is who's writing the comic.
Fair.
That's the real.
Is it a
answer.
Batman sympathizer or?
Well, is it just
Yeah.
is it a Batman comic or is it a Superman comic? Because if it's a Superman comic, then Superman wins. If
No,
it's a
not
Batman
always.
comic, then Batman wins.
Not always, though. I'm gonna be honest. DC, not my wheelhouse, man. I'm more of a Marvel guy. So I don't know if I'm the right person for this debate.
A lot of our friend group is we're not really Superman sympathizers in our friend group.
A lot of Batman love.
A lot of Batman love in our group, and yeah, I think that kind of rubs off. So most of the time, if it's a Batman versus somebody debate, we're going to probably say Batman. Although realistically, in most fights, if Batman doesn't have time to like get ready or doesn't know that he's going to be fighting that person, probably the person with Ultra Giga superpowers would be him.
He's got McGraw, dude. McGraw's always ready.
Who?
The martial art form.
Krav Maga?
Yeah.
You said McGraw.
Did I say McGraw? Well, you know what I meant.
You did.
I don't listen, man. It's not like I
was
studied
trying
that
to
either.
Figure out. I was like,
Sorry,
that's like
no,
the-
you got it. You got it.
That's the
It's not like I
textbooks.
practice this shit. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll be the first to admit that.
Oh.
I also wasn't sure how to say the first word, which is why I left Krav out. Or Craw.
Krav.
Whatever. Cobb salad, please. You know what I had today? I had Coney's. Oh, it was so good.
What'd you
I
get?
had Coney dogs in a while.
Oh, see, I can't do coney dogs anymore. They don't sit well.
Man, you're an old man. Old man, Ed.
I just don't like them. I literally got sick.
How could you? You got sick because you're weak. And you have bad taste in DBZ villains. And a bad stance. Alright, so you haven't actually watched DBZ all the way through, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay. So I can't ask you straight up who your favorite DBZ villain is. But
Cell. That's the
Cell?
right answer, right?
I mean,
Cell is the right answer for
Not
Favorite DBZ
necessarily. The last three bosses are pretty top tier, man.
I thought everybody hated Majin Buu.
I mean, it depends on which version of Boo. Like, there's like
Uh,
5 forms of Boo in that arc. It's crazy. You got Fat
but they're
Boo.
all Boo, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got well, one's good, one's evil, one's absorbed other people. It's you got, and then of course there's just the pure chaotic evil, which is Kid Boo. Then you got Oob. Man, they dropped the ball on Oob.
Yeah, that sounds dumb. Sounds like that whole anime is just kind of not good.
All right. I'll clean up the trash real quick. All right, so you're into animes. What is your anime preference? What are you watching right now?
Right now,
Yeah,
gosh, what
I
was the
just
last anime I watched?
I just binged
Um,
like 17 animes. So
I watched Bungo Stray Dogs, the
Mhm.
fourth season or fifth season,
Fifth and sixth, I think.
the latest season, whatever that is. It was very good, like anime of the year good. I watched Frieren recently. That was
I
pretty good.
started that. I finished episode 1, and man, I have to say, I'm always a sucker for those tropes where it's a party of old war buddies getting back for one last meeting, and it's always sad one of them passes. But
That's your thing. That's what does it for you.
I got a little teary. Not gonna lie, it's something I hope when I'm an old man. I hope we all get together again, man. One day, it's something beautiful about a group of friends going their own way, coming back together again.
I mean, I kind of hope that we don't ever go in different directions. If I'm being
Well, I
honest,
mean, I do
like,
too, but inevitably life happens, you know.
I suppose. Like, yeah, you're correct that that's true.
But
I don't
yes,
have to
Bailey,
like it.
Fairy Tale, thank you, my guy.
Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale, baby. Oh my God, it took a while to get really good, but man, when all that shit, I'm not even gonna. Well, I guess it's not spoilers. It's been out for a while.
I've watched the first couple seasons of Fairy
Okay, you
Tail.
didn't get to the good shit. Like when all of the like when Lucy has to start making all these crazy sacrifices with the celestial spirits, man, that's when it starts getting fucking crazy and good. Oh my God.
Sure, I believe you.
Man, the later seasons
Uh,
are phenomenal.
I just don't really.
It takes
wanna
off from there. It
watch
gets so dark. It gets
a
yeah.
long series like that. A series that's long. I don't want to slog through.
Like God, when was that?
The
Around
beginnings.
season 12 or 13? Man, fucking. Oh, and then the heartbreaking moment where she rewinds time. Everyone is basically getting murked on the battlefield, and she gives up her own time to reverse everyone else's time and gives up her own life. Oh, it's so sad. I'm not going to say specific characters, but if you know, you know. Like, basically, it's insane. They actually get you. Because it's this giant climactic battle, and all of these people that you've been watching for like 12, 13 seasons just start dropping on the battlefield. Like, straight up dead. You're like, there's no way. And it keeps getting from bad to worse as the battle goes on. And you're like, no, not you. Oh my God, her too? No, not him. And then, I'm not going to say specific people if you want to go and watch it. But it's like,
Anybody
there's
but the supporting cast.
exactly anyone but the main characters, and then the main character they fucking get murked on this battlefield, and you're like, there's no way to come back. And then you remember an ability that one character has, and she's technically an evil person fighting for the wrong side, and she's like, no, this isn't right, and basically gives up her own life to reverse time. So everyone remembers. It's basically Dwayne's amulet of second chances. Everyone remembers what happened, so they're able to avoid the death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Sure. Ah. I did that thing that sometimes happens when you play this game where you keep your eyes open for way too long.
Yeah, I'm already crying, my guy, but I think it
Oh.
was the free Ren talk. I'm sorry, I went on to a fairy tale tangent. Bungo Stray Dogs, Freyren, what else are you? What else are you watching?
I'm trying to think. I'd have to probably look. Let's see. If I pop things open real quick. I watched Solo Leveling.
I need to get into that. I haven't had a chance to watch that yet either.
That's a good one. I just started watching the next season of Kaguya.
Oh my, yeah, that's another one I have to get into. It's season 4, right?
Yep.
Oh, I've only seen the first 3, which I binged in like 4 days. By the way. Damn you, Ed!
I mean, see, I have good taste in anime. I
Right,
don't miss.
I think I had some pretty good taste in Ed.
I'm just saying, I have the ability to really pick out and suggest good anime to watch. Ergo, my opinions about Dragon Ball Z are right.
No. Listen, you miss sometimes. Apparently, it's very apparent.
I don't think I do, and I think that it's pretty obvious that I don't. But it's just based on the fact that I'm right. Why? Why would you do that?
Because I need it. No!
I was on it! How did you take it? I was on it!
Why can't he put it down? Where'd it go? I can't put it... No! 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 No, Ed, no! The bulb! You cannot stop this house! Get out of here!
I'm cleaning your thing.
Okay, you can have it. I just needed to get to it. I need to get real
I can't even pick it up.
Did it glitch?
Yes.
Here, you want it over, you want it. There you go. I guess I could have helped you. Look at this. Look at this angle, baby. Oh yeah, teamwork, making that dream work. Coming in from downtown. Bringing it around town. Ah.
Fuck.
Dude, how did this place get so filthy?
Dirty Bubble.
No, he's in containment. There's no way. I think it was an
Now he
inside
is.
job. I think it's an inside job. You think Barnacle Boy's finally lashing out?
With his rough tongue.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's how they described it, not me.
That's
They are the one that decided to use that adjective. Why can't I climb this ladder like a normal human being?
Because you're a fish. Which begs the question, why aren't you swimming?
Yeah, like, if I'm a fish and we're in water, then why gravity?
Why gravity? Fucking...
Correct.
God... You bitch. Where is the... Oh my... Okay, I now see.
We are almost... we are a little over 50% done.
That is insane. Of course we're lit today, Tony. We've got stuff to talk about.
Always. We're always lit.
You know, I have to... I feel like this is our podcast, really.
I mean, it basically is.
It's
That's what we're
basically a
doing.
podcast. I wanted to save this discussion for a podcast, but I mean, we're kind of already there. What is your Mount Rushmore of anime?
Um,
Top 4 anime, and I would love you to go into detail about what makes it one of your favorites.
Death Note
Sorry if I'm
is
putting you on the
definitely
spot.
there. No, good. I'll answer the question. Death Note's definitely there. It is probably not my first anime, but like my first anime that I understood was an anime.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like there was a lot of stuff we watched growing up that was anime, but we just thought of it as cartoons or
Oh, very true.
Uh,
That when I started DBZ, that was a cartoon to me. I didn't know what
Yeah.
anime was.
exactly. So that was the first one that I actually had to like understand. Like, oh no, this is like a specific thing that I'm watching. So that one's definitely on there. Wall alarm pipe, wall alarm pipe, wall alarm pipe. Those are all clean.
And would that be
let's
your
see.
number 4? Or actually, you don't even have to rank them. Just the top 4. We'll leave the ranking of 1 through 4 out.
Yeah.
Make it easy for you.
Gosh. I will need to think a bit.
All right. Well, then let me give you one of mine.
Sure.
I would have to say Spice and Wolf.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
adored that anime. It was while my first slice of life anime was Love Hina, which really got me into anime, which is a zany, over the top slice of life anime. If you've heard of it, you know. If you've seen it, you understand why. It's just a happy-go-lucky guy ends up going like down on his luck, has to move back in with his aunt, and the place he grew up ends up being a girls' dormitory. He's the manager of it. He's also in school and is at school with one of the girls that lives there, and it's a whole zany cast of characters, and it's just a fun ride. And it's absurdly over the top sometimes, so it doesn't really take itself too seriously. It's just a fun watch. Anyway, that wasn't on my Mount Rushmore. That was me describing what Love Hina was. But Spice and Wolf had a more serious slice of life. Like, this is about a merchant. He ends up finding the harvest goddess, who ends up being like this wolf spirit, and basically it's just fun. They go on adventures, and it gets a little crazy at some points. You think, oh my god,
Did you hear
is there betrayal? What's
They're
up?
actually remaking Spice and Wolf. It's
Are they?
yeah, because I guess there were parts of it that they either didn't do right or they weren't able, like the story wasn't done or something. So they're remaking it so they can go into further detail. But it's like the same guy who made the original Spice and Wolf is
Oh, that's
making
awesome. I'm gonna have to.
that
We
as
should
well,
watch it
but,
together.
Like they're updating
The plot
the-
line, the story, the canon.
no the animation.
Oh dang, yeah. For nowadays,
they're
like
giving-
it was
they're
gorgeous
giving
back
it,
in the day.
Yeah, they're just giving it a more like nowadays style.
And you
a
know
little
it's
bit.
good if I own it. So I actually own
That's
all of Spice
not
and Wolf.
true.
All right, calm down now. That you know
owning
what? I
an
understand
anime
exactly.
is
You know,
not
when but when it's
indicative.
on, when I'm talking about it though, when I'm talking about it, you know it's good, and I own it. there's some anime I don't talk about that I may have bought on a purchase just to see what the hype was about. And some of them I have yet to even watch the second episode of.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude,
trying
look
to
at
think of
this
other
gadget
anime.
wall over here.
I think this one's probably going to be weird because, like, my Mount Rushmore of anime and like what the actual Mount Rushmore of anime are, I think is very different.
Oh, I don't care about what other people consider to be the best.
Well, like so far,
I want to
think
know what
we've
you
both-
consider to be most enjoyable to you.
I think we've both put anime that, like, well, yes, they are like anime we super enjoyed. The rest of the anime loving community would probably agree. Death Note and Spice and Wolf are like up there as far as quality goes. The next one, I don't know that that's true.
Okay.
But it holds a really special place in my heart.
Is it DxD?
It's not either of those. It's iShield 21.
I haven't even. I feel like I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
iShield 21 is a sports anime about
Of
American
course,
football.
yes.
I just really, really enjoy it. It's about this kind of tentative kid who enters high school or enters.
Hello,
Is it
too.
middle school or high school? It's been a little bit since I've watched it, but he enters. I think it's high school, and he joins in, and he basically gets like strong armed to join the football team because he's been bullied like his whole life and made to like run errands for people, and part of that has made him really, really good at running.
You know what? That's fair.
He hides his identity when he's playing because he's like kind of a bit of a shy kid behind the moniker of iShield 21, who is this kind of legendary in the world famous running back who went and played football in America for Notre Dame for a while, and now he's back and. So they kind of like pretend that he's him, and it's just him playing football with his friends, and it's a lot of classic sports anime tropes. But like there were a couple because I really like sports anime. There were a couple that really could have made this list for a couple of different reasons, but I think that one's going to be the representative for me just because it's so special to me.
Okay.
I did consider putting something like Prince of Tennis on there.
I've heard of that one. I'm not into the whole sport anime, really. Like, I mean, I'm sure like I know two of the sport anime that I've watched. I've watched Kenichi, which I would say is a sport anime. It's martial arts.
I highly disagree that Kenichi is a sports anime.
Really?
It's not a sports anime.
All right, well, I
Kenichi
know I've seen Keijo.
Shonen battle anime. A sports anime has some very specific tropes in it, and Kenichi, as the lone disciple of Ryo Zanpaku, does not fall into those tropes.
I would say martial arts is a sport.
It is. It's just not a sport in that. People like they're not using it to fight sport karate. They're using it to kill each other. And when it gets to that level, it's not a sport anymore.
Where is the ladder?
I
found it.
Okay.
We actually have some comments that I haven't had a chance to talk about here while we were talking about those.
Because I don't have the thing up anymore.
Let's. So a lot of these coming from Toon actually. Death Note is tops until a point, and isn't Ice Shield's
100%.
dub kind of bad?
Yes to both of those. So, Toon, I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the conversation, but we're talking about our anime Mount Rushmores. And Death Note, I agree. There is a certain point where you hit in Death Note, and then the show should have ended. And we all know that that's what that is. And I fully acknowledge that. But up to that point, Death Note is amazing, and I think that it gets the pass because it's, a nostalgic thing, and it is still arguably one of the best gateway anime of all time.
I still haven't seen it.
We'll have to watch it sometime.
I know Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is also on a lot of people's lists.
that anime is amazing.
I haven't seen that one either. I feel like I stay away from the mainstream stuff because it's so overhyped. But I obviously it's hyped for a reason, so I shouldn't really have that mindset.
Yeah, Full Metal is, I think, if we were making this is the actual anime Mount Rushmore, I think if you don't put Full Metal on that list, you're insane. as far as like talking about the GOAT of anime. But all that to say, it's the way it's been animated is really tricky because really what you to get the best experience out of the story, you kind of want to watch the first like rather than watching Brotherhood, you want to watch Full Metal Alchemist and then go back and watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Because Full Metal Alchemist, I would argue, is easier to not bounce off of. Because when you watch Brotherhood, it makes a bunch of assumptions that you've already seen or already are aware of the beginning of Full Metal Alchemist, so it skips a bunch of stuff where it kind of like glosses over and it doesn't give you the info that you need or the context for certain things. And then you end up being like, wait, why do I care about this when it ends up happening? So I think that is probably the proper way, is to have watched Full Metal Alchemist growing up and then back in 2006, 2007.
Toonami, peak entertainment.
Yes, exactly. And then have watched Brotherhood. As to if the dub of iShield 21 is bad, yeah, it is. Like, fully, I can fully admit that it is not a good dub. I watched...
Hello, Cran. Welcome. My God, your
Hello.
everyone really brought some people out of the woodwork.
It's crazy what happens when you advertise your streams.
But I
properly,
don't
Eric.
want to spam everybody. I mean,
Eric,
is this really the stream I want to bring people in on? Arguably, we're having a great time, but...
True. I watched iShield 21 subbed, not dubbed, so it didn't bother me as much. Because that was the era, I think, of subs over dubs. I'm less about that now, just because I watch dubbed anime with subtitles because I can't hear anything anymore. So,
all right, so
I need all the help I can get.
Back on so you gave us a sport anime, iShield 21, and you gave us Death Note.
Correct. I think it's a classic anime and then a formative anime for me.
Okay, so that's 2 of your 4. Have you had time to come up with the others, or would you like to give my second?
You can go ahead and give your number 2 because I was kind of focused on answering Toon's questions.
Oh yeah. By all means, if you want to continue answering those.
No. Unless you have
any
more.
questions you guys have, feel free, drop them. And once we're done with our train of thought, we'll go through. We'll talk to you guys about. I guess this is an anime podcast.
Yeah, I guess so.
Log Horizon.
Oh,
it's an isekai. There are a lot of them out there. A lot of people will say Sword Art Online. I feel it's too mainstream. A lot of people hated on it for a while, but you can't deny, even though there's some questionable story in there, it is
rough.
It is gorgeous battle. Now, Log Horizon takes SAO and adds more character development. I would say that rather than an isekai, I'd say it's more of... I mean, it is an isekai, all things considered, but Log Horizon is more of a political anime. It's about a group of people trapped in a game that have to get along with the NPCs and are trying to develop peace between the adventurers and the NPCs of the nations. And it's an interesting ride. It really is. And also they have to go through all of these events that were in game at the time. And like normally there's quests that are given for like slaying goblins, and no one's been getting the quests or caring to do them since they arrived in the world. So a horde of goblins just takes over a town. It's like there are repercussions to not accepting these NPC requests, and this rift that is between the adventurers and the NPCs is crazy. And it's a very interesting world building, and then there's infighting amongst the adventurers. It's just all around good, and there's a new season out, and I have to watch it.
For me, I really enjoy Season 1 of Log Horizon. I really love, what's the main character's name? Shiro?
Shiro, yeah.
I really love Shiro as a character. I love like the evil guy in glasses. I love that trope. I love all
The
of the
villain
like
in glasses.
yeah. I love the
I didn't realize
all
you
the
watched
like
Log Horizon.
oh yeah, we watched it together
We watch a
at one
lot of stuff
point.
together. It
We
sounds
do.
like me. I would have tried to push that on people because I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed season 1 a lot. Season 2 really lost me. Is this ladder covered in shit? Okay.
If you wanted a
Sorry.
slice of life, I already talked about Love Hina and Spice and Wolf tune. You missed that one, I think. That was my first Mount Rushmore. Spice and Wolf. Don't worry, we got you covered.
Y- Sorry, what was I saying?
You were talking about your experience with Log
yeah.
Horizon.
Season 2 of Log Horizon, they start focusing more on the night guy. What's his name? Like, he's got like a really dumb name.
Krusty.
Krusty. That's it. That's a horrible.
Well, yeah, he
name.
goes fucking missing, man.
Yeah, like we don't get Shiro, and then Shiro comes back, and it's like the weird, like everybody's in love with Shiro, but like everyone's relationships are kind of inappropriate angle, and it's not. It doesn't really do it for me.
No?
No, like they really lose me on that bit, and I don't know if it gets like better after that.
It does. Once
Uh,
things become more between Shiro and Akatsuki, and that's kind of cemented in a way, which happens pretty early season 2, actually. Things just streamline into story, and it's one of those humps that you just got to get past.
I just like the series really drew me in with Shiro is a badass and outsmarts everybody, and then stopped being that really quickly out of nowhere, and suddenly it became give a shit about this NPC princess, and Krusty is being like not living up to his name, and I was just like, I don't care. I just want to see Shiro doing schemes and being Shiro, and I wasn't given that, so it kind of lost me.
Okay. It developed not in a way that you wanted to see the story go, so you lost interest.
Correct.
Okay, that's fair. We're not sticking to just series. This is just our personal Mount Rushmores tune. But if you have any questions about any of them, so that was my second one, Log Horizon.
Number 3 for me, I'm going to go a bit newer, and I'm going to pick an anime that I have sung the praises of to everybody. I suggest everyone go watch this anime right after this stream.
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
It is not
Is it
very
an-
long,
Is it
but
an
it is
odd?
beautiful. It is Odd Taxi.
Oh, Odd Taxi.
Odd Taxi is such a good anime, and it honestly, not enough people watched it because it's so weird looking. It does not look like a good anime.
It
or like
has
would
a
be good
Shin-chan kind of look to it.
And the start of it, even though I think actually it starts very intriguing, very interestingly, it doesn't like immediately hit you with high action. It is a very, I don't want to say slow paced, but it's one of those anime where you watch everything and you go, I know that there's stuff I should be figuring out here. I don't exactly know what it all means or what it all is. And then you get to the last episode and everything falls into place and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
one
is
of those
exactly what I
anime
wanted.
that retroactively solves itself and puts all the pieces in at the very last episode where everything starts to make sense. It's one of those animes.
And it's beautiful for it, and it keeps you hooked the whole time, I think. Like, it keeps you hooked with a lot of interesting mysteries and premises. And I don't want to say too much because it's really kind of an anime that you should go into pretty blind.
Yeah.
I think that it gives the best experience blind, but know
Wow,
that,
we're
like...
up to 8 people. Hi, everybody.
Hey, welcome. Odd Taxi is super worth a watch, and you can do it in an evening. You can do it in a weekend. It's only like 13 episodes.
Yeah, it is a shorter.
It is not super long, and it ties up everything. It ends well. It sticks the landing on its ending.
I will
which
say,
is
going
something that
into
I'm
the
not-
anime, you're going to have questions that are not going to get answered until the final episode. So just go in with an open mind that your question will get answered at some point. The biggest question being, why is everyone animals? The main
yes,
character,
everything.
the main character is a walrus.
He's a
So-
walrus that drives a taxi. Yeah, because
Drives
the
a
whole
taxi.
anime is a it's like all anthropomorphized and stuff like that. But it works. I swear, it's really good. Go watch it. That's
It
my
is
number 3.
good. He made me watch it, and I did not regret it, actually. So, all right. So that was your 3.
That was my number 3.
My number 3, Arfuetta. We're getting into another slice of life here. Isekai. This is more
Arfuetta is an
isekai.
isekai.
This is absolutely isekai. It's called Arfuetta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest. It is a tad
I can't
fan
believe you just
servicey.
put Ari Ferretta on your fucking
I did for one
Mount
reason.
Rushmore.
I did for one reason only. The protagonist sells it for me. He is a protagonist that has to fight for survival and doesn't give a shit what your opinion is because he's going to do what's in his best interest. And a lot of times you get the hoity-toity, I have to fight for the people. He's like, no, fuck you. Fuck my classmates my whole class got teleported here? Fuck that. I want to go home. And if you want to, awesome. If not, figure it out yourself. He's got a very He's got the right mindset of someone who's actually a smart protagonist. He knows what he needs to do, he knows how to get power, and he fights alongside allies who can back his shit up.
True.
It's refreshing for an anime, and yes, a lot of times it's over-the-top fan service, but I feel like it's got enough of a decent, compelling story that it can be put on that list. He does for me what Deadpool does for me superhero wise. He is the protagonist that in itself should be a villain to an extent, but everything is pretty much justified.
Yeah. Have
you seen Arfuetta?
I have read Ari Ferretta.
Okay.
I knew about Ari Ferretta before it was cool.
Fair. Fair.
No,
You might have known about it before me, actually.
I definitely knew about it before you. Because I read Ari Ferretta, gosh,
That fucking ladder out of my face.
12 years ago? That was amazing. On screen, you barely touched the ladder and then just jumped onto the top. That was so cool.
It was very smooth on my screen, I'll say that. I jumped your head and just vaulted the ladder. All right, let's go to chat here. Let's see what you guys are saying here.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, you should watch Made in Abyss. Wholesome anime, trust me. I haven't heard of that one, actually.
That's a troll. They're trolling you that it's a wholesome anime. It is not a wholesome anime. It is, I've heard, good if it deals with some, not great topics.
Okay, so it's like Sword Art Online at a certain point, or Redo of Healer.
A little bit. It's a little more uncomfortable than that, if I'm being honest. Which is
really
crazy
how?
to say.
That is insane to say.
The main protagonists of Made in Abyss are children.
Okay, yeah, I can see how some things could get really bad.
12 years old, that kind of thing.
All right, so okay, yeah.
But also, Made in Abyss is, from what I understand, because I have never actually watched it, Made in Abyss is basically, there's this giant pit dungeon thing, and the main character is, this younger girl who has to go explore it, and, she's a archaeologist or something like that. She's going around looking through the abyss, and it's called the Abyss because for, a reason. And it's because horrific things happen there. There's like monsters and like dinosaurs and shit, and like it's just nobody has a good time.
Yeah.
But that being said, I've heard that it's actually pretty good. It's kind of a like scary anime a little bit, I
Okay.
think. Definitely not wholesome vibes.
Okay, got it. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, Vera's
no
coming
problem.
clean right now. Yeah. Vera, you horrible person. How
You're
dare
such
you
a troll.
gaslight me on my channel? You've never done this in the past. I can't believe you'd start doing this now.
You should have been very convinced by the trust me.
Yeah, well, usually when someone says trust me, I implicitly do. So,
What else is chat saying?
naivete, I guess. Yeah, let's take a look. What else we got here? I don't watch it all, but I still listen to you guys. Thank you. I wouldn't watch this either. I'm glad you at least put it on in the background. Sometimes that's the best thing to do for some of these longer streams.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't watch it all, but I still listen to you guys discuss in the background. And then Toon says it's good, but it is rough to get through, especially the movie. There's a movie for it? Okay.
Are we talking Made in the Abyss? Or...
Yeah, I'm assuming that was the topic there.
Okay.
Next, Mount Rushmore. You got number 4.
Ooh.
I'm going to be honest, I'm having a hard time narrowing it down for this one myself.
I kind of am too. I'm trying to struggle. I'm also trying to give like different anime. Like I'm trying to not just pick the same.
Yeah, what one's that?
Every single time.
Okay, yeah, I get you. I can respect that. I don't expect anyone would have thought I'd put Arfrueta on mine. So
no,
yeah, I bet you're shocked.
It's a very you anime. I'll say.
Thank
that.
you, man. It's not like I'm nominating Peter Grill. Right.
Shoot. My last one. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I have a couple that I have in mind. Bungo might be it. Bungo Stray Dogs is really good. And like, yeah, I think I'm gonna say Bungo. I really have enjoyed that anime.
Bungo's so good!
It's one Danny and I watched
Danny.
together. Danny really likes it as well.
I
but
hear.
It pulls you in. It's got a lot of really interesting characters. It's got one of my favorite like tropes, or just like favorite things in a character, which is a super cocky like person who can back up their shit.
Oh yeah,
and
Arfrueta, man.
Consistently backs up their shit. So, Bungo Stray Dogs is, gosh, how do I even explain this? It's a little My Hero-y in that there are a bunch of people who have powers, like random powers, but they're all based on like authors. So like everyone's named after like famous authors and stuff like that. And the main character finds himself working the first day on the job at this place called the Armed Detective Agency, which is a detective agency full of people who all have powers, and all the shit that they have to go through. They fight the mafia, they fight America.
God, is this Hey Arnold? What are we talking about here?
No, it's
both
it's
happened.
Bungo Stray Dogs.
Both happened. They fought America in the movie. They fought the mafia with dressed as a strawberry and a banana. Hey Arnold, great anime. Great anime.
Strange comparison there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's got the guy. There's a character Dazai who is also really fun and funny and a badass. And it's really well English voice acted. The dub is really good.
God, a lot of people will die on the subbed hill, But I have to say, I understand back in the day, but lately English dubs have been solid in the anime I've been watching.
I really enjoy them.
And again, I know our friend, like we've had this talk with our friends recently about how we
Yes.
are in totally different camps than a lot of other people. Me, you, Squonk, we're all fans of dubbed for one reason. I don't want to read my anime. If I did, I'd get the manga. I want to enjoy the beautiful animation in a language that I understand so that I am not hindered.
I just don't have any problem with dubs anymore. I used to be very much a sub guy. Can you not?
Okay. It's kind of funny, though. No! It's not funny!
Didn't think so. Uh,
That being said,
Gosh,
if I enjoy something enough, if it doesn't have a dub, I will watch it subbed.
yeah,
A lot of the recent anime that have come out, simulcasts that I've been watching, are
that
in
has
English.
been very helpful as well. The whole simulcast thing, because for me, a lot of my watching anime in subbed came from a place of I want to keep watching this thing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not dubbed, so I will just watch it subbed because that's where it is and that's how I can consume it. And that kind of led me. That actually is what led me into reading a lot of manga. For a while, I didn't even watch anime; I just read manga.
You
And,
got me into it with Assassination Classroom because it wasn't fully finished in English. But I'm like, I'm fucking finishing the story.
Assassination Classroom is spectacular. I love that show. It's really really good. I will say Bungo. I don't know if Bungo would have made my list if not for this last season. The last season of it has been crazy.
Very fair.
It's a good show
one I
throughout
haven't
everything. But Bungo season 5, I think, is galaxy levels of like holy crap, that's awesome.
Tune, I don't know. I'm kind of afraid because that sounds. I love Ass Class. I don't know what anime you've been watching, but it might not fall under a different category.
Ass Class is Assassination Classroom.
Listen, Ass Class sounds like a hentai, my dude. I'm just gonna put it out there right now.
You're the one with the YouTube Orange channel, so I will leave
All right,
that to
listen.
you.
If Ass Class was a thing, I probably would have seen it already. So,
Ergo, it is very clearly a shortening of Assassination Classroom. I will say another fun thing about dubs is hearing the same voice actors in things and being like, why do I recognize that guy's voice? I do.
it's
I know who that is.
insane. Yeah.
Why do I recognize that person's voice? Oh, it's because they were this person in this other anime I liked. And that's a really fun experience that I don't get as much in the or in the subs because I don't speak Japanese and I don't pick up on the differentiation of Japanese speaking voices as much.
Mm.
How's chat?
Chat's great. I'm actually
good.
having a very hard time with my fourth one, Ed. But I mean, there's so many good ones, so many.
Yeah.
Which ones have I listed already? We've got
You said Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf.
Uh,
yeah, exactly. That's the problem I'm having.
Arifureta.
Arifureta was my third one. My second one, Log
I feel
Horizon.
like you said, Log Horizon. I was
Log
gonna say,
Horizon.
You said 2 isekai.
All right, so I've said 2 isekai. I'm going to stay away from isekai because that is kind of my bread and butter. Yeah, I love isekais. And Log Horizon and Arifureta are. I highly recommend them. What is I'm sorry. What? Switch monitor. Ed, look at the monitor.
Whoa!
That's new.
That's
Ed.
sick.
It looks like the Cracker Jack guy.
That's Barnacle Boy. Wait, now he's got a mustache.
He does.
You have a fourth anime to pick, my
I
friend.
do have a fourth anime. God, should I just go into my other room right now and pick one that I own? Because,
I don't know.
oh, man, a lot of them are isekais. I mean, if like I kind of want to stay away from mainstream like AAA like shonens, because I mean everybody loves those. Like I could say, DBZ really got me into it. I love DBZ. I could say Naruto. Um,
Okay.
man,
I don't know
I
why I've
think.
always. Well, this will be another conversation, but go ahead.
All right, if I have to, um, I one that I recently watched. One that I recently watched that I really enjoyed was Beast Tamer. It's not an isekai, but it has that trope abandoned from the hero's party, right? Like you've got
Sure.
a demon lord, you got to beat it, and this group of adventurers is just in town. I know I'm going to get flack for this for saying Beast Tamer, but it was a refreshing take, and it's one of the first animes of that kind that I really, really, really liked. Seeing done differently, where it's like, yeah, this beast tamer, got kicked out of the hero's party. They said he was too weak, but actually he's among the top tier of anyone who has his abilities, and they took him for granted. And they continue on their journey without him, and it's just rough going. And he's having the time of his life and just doing great. And it's fun. They try to get him back, and they treat him bad, but he ends up making pacts with all of these superior beings and working for a guild, and it's fun. Um, like I recently found myself on the Crunchyroll fantasy tab, and I just started watching like all of them. Like I
Mhm.
leveled. I leveled my defense all the way up so I wouldn't get hurt. I'm the strongest tank in the dungeon. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Bofuri is
cool.
so fucking funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second season. I watched the first one.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
good.
Bofuri's
Um,
hysterical.
God, what was it? I actually took a picture of it because I wanted to recommend it to Andy. Um, Lupin the Third. Yeah, Lupin the Third is a classic, man.
I have never
Uh,
really watched Lupin. He's like a thief, right? That's his deal?
yeah. It's fun. It's a fun time. It's There's like some mystery element to it. Like there's a detective that's after him. They got a whole group. It's a great art style for sure. Yeah. The music really good. Cowboy Bebop is another big one for people.
Yeah, that I feel
Um,
like Cowboy Bebop is another that's on like the actual anime Mount Rushmore. Um, like if you had to, if you were making like a here are the best anime of all time, I feel like you're going uh, stereotypically at least. You're going Full Metal Alchemist. You're going Cowboy Bebop. You're going like Samurai Champloo maybe. Um,
oh my God, Samurai Champloo. Yeah. So that's a big one.
and I can't really think of what the fourth one would be.
Would you like a
What?
trash anime? It's not trash. It's actually funny, but it's definitely it can get dark. It can get weird. It's one that I just watched on a whim. It just showed up in the fantasy tab. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm kind of into VR, so let's throw in this VR. It's called Full Dive. This ultimate next gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life. It's one of those titles.
Ah,
It's it's hilarious. Um, in the worst way. Ghost stories. We're not going to talk about that. People get death threats when they talk about that.
we love ghost stories, man. I watched Ghost Stories at like I watched Ghost Story for the first time or like discovered it at DashCon, uh, which is like it was a wild time. What the fuck is on? Like, I can't.
It's got to be an angle. Oh, it's the very top. We have to
I
get.
know.
All right, so here's what we got to do. We got to hit this bitch from across the room.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank goodness.
Yes, I've broken the system. I figured it out. Are all of them like this? Oh god, these are the worst. We left the worst for last, man. All right, so ghost story related. I had the opportunity. I mean, I get a lot of opportunities. I will say this: my last channel, guys. If you guys were around for my last channel, I can't thank you enough because of your viewing and watching of all that stuff. I got memories that will last me a lifetime now, and I had so much fun going to conventions. And it wouldn't have been possible without you guys watching, for sure. Which allows me to tell this story. So, Monica Rial, are you familiar with that voice actor, Ed?
Of course.
Okay. She was in the Ghost Story dub. And they were basically told, because we talked about Ghost Story specifically, we had like a kind of a private meeting, and that video is now off my channel. But she talked about how they received death threats. And I think that's kind of public knowledge. But they were basically given no direction, just put in a room. It was awful. And they're just told, just do whatever. We can't really... Like,
I mean, that's
again,
a shame because they
this,
created one of the funniest dubs of all time.
But none of it was supposed to happen. And again, I could just take this with a grain of salt because I don't want to get Monica in trouble for ad-libbing anything she may have said that I might be misremembering. Okay? So take this story with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. Not as actual fact that she has said this. This is just what I'm remembering with my hazy memory. Talk to her yourself if you want the real story. But
yeah, okay, you've waffled enough.
Yeah, okay. But yes, apparently they had a blast doing it, but got a lot of backlash for it from the diehard fan community.
I can't believe that show has diehard fans.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
The dub, the sub of that show. Like if you go and you watch what's actually happening in that series, it's not a good show. Like
should we do a watch along? Should we just film a watch along of the Ghost Story dub?
That didn't go well. Remember when you made me watch Chobits with you?
We didn't. We got all right. To be fair, we hit. Holy shit, that was a lot.
There we go. That's nice.
Where else? What else do we have here?
Well, we got this stupid thing here.
Oh.
And we got this stupid thing.
Oh, this stupid thing is going to be annoying. Tell you what, you focus on that stupid thing. I'm going to go into the tab. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to be honest, guys. I didn't realize this was going to be like a 2-hour stream. I didn't realize how much there was to this level. But by golly, this is the finale, and we're doing it. So,
oh, yeah.
What is wrong with this chair? Also, Ed, we're 100%, like this level, you're going to 100% this DLC.
Hell yeah.
We tend to do that a lot with our games, don't we?
Sort of, yeah. Like, we didn't do it with...
It Takes Two. We
Two.
need to go back and play all those games at some point.
I think, didn't we do some achievement hunting in... what was the other one we played?
Fucking A Way Out.
A Way Out, that's it.
Yeah, we actually had a wrap-up stream where we went and just did all the achievements for that. That was a lot of fun. I feel like we got the most you could get out of that game. Yeah, A Way Out, where me and Ed were co-oping in prison. Oh my god, was it that is one of my favorite playthroughs with you, by the way.
That was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it. I wish there were more games out that were like that.
Mm. I enjoy our game time.
I do too.
I'm glad you've got Tuesdays more accessible now.
At least for now.
Yes.
Once my murder mystery season starts again, I will have to give up Tuesdays,
No, Ed, no.
which is like 2 months.
No, I only have you for 2 more months. A light bulb? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gotcha. Alright, ceiling. Oh, the ceiling chute. What else can I get out of here? Computer monitor. Me and Michael? I should play me
What's-
and Michael. Hold on a second. Let me get back. I've been in my pictures here. Let me pull up chat. What have you guys been talking about? There's a Swan, Robotech.
Oh.
I feel like I have a Robotech DVD I've never watched.
Andrew really likes Robotech.
Eric, you should play me and Michael for the remainder of the stream. Is that a song? Is that a game? I mean, if what? Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do a watch along on YouTube. It would have to be a Twitch thing.
Or like a Discord party or something.
Yeah, or we all just load it up and hit play at the same time.
Well,
Pikmin
no, you
2.
could share a screen on Discord and have everybody in a Discord call that they can't talk in, so it doesn't go crazy, and we just sit and watch, and like 2 people can talk.
Oh, so we'll do like a Mystery Science Theater,
Kinda.
like a riff tracks. What are we missing? Oh, well, not that. Eric, explain, please. What am I explaining here? You're distracting me. I also looked up the Beast Tamer anime. It's just anime girls. All right, listen. It's also about a Beast Tamer.
See, when I said Ari Ferretta made perfect sense for Eric, there was a specific kind of anime I was referring to, and yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
But it's listen, man. There's more to it than just character design. Okay, there's also a story that I enjoy.
100%. I don't doubt it.
Like, yeah, it's got great visuals for sure. But I really enjoyed. I recommended that for the story. I liked how the story was different from the norm.
It's got excellent plot.
It's got giant plots. Computer monitor case. That's what I'm after.
All right. Got
Wait,
these
really? We
ceiling
missed
mounts.
this? Hold on a second.
It happens. This place was filthy.
But yeah, also I do realize that Don Machi, we're still going to be playing that at some point. So yesterday, the server crashed, so I wasn't able. So I got my stream kicked out after like 14 or 16 minutes. So we didn't get as far as we would have liked to in that. I'm going to take this ladder, Ed.
Sure.
We will at some point finish up episode 3 of Don Machi. Or is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? That will happen.
Which is less pervy than you'd think it would be. Which I'm always pleasantly surprised when that happens.
I'd rather be pleasantly supplied.
I don't know what on this base is not done.
Alright, this computer is far too big. Oh my goodness. What nooks and crannies are hiding evil?
Evil!
Evil!
What?
It's like, it's done. Just give it to me, game. Give it to me. Give me that sweet, sweet completion. Wow, there's no saving that sentence at this point, is there?
That's a rough one.
Tried to find a way out. There is
That
none.
is definitely a rough one, my guy. I thought I saw a thing.
Eric, watch Fate. Alright, here's a fun fact for you. Did you know? Oh, I did it! Did you know that? Fate was based on an H game. So, if you enjoy Fate, You gotta pay respects to the origins. We got it, Ed. We should have it. Oh, the chair?
The chair.
Chair.
But this...
Got it.
There you go. And there's
what's
something
left?
else up here.
Computer console levers. Alright.
This fucking ladder.
Computer stand base. What? I am glad they're giving us like a little tip on where it is, because I'd be here for years. Another one. One of my early animes. Here's a favorable mentions list. Inuyasha. I really liked the going between different times, battling unique, cool-looking demons with crazy powers. Hated how long it took for the finale. Hated it. I had to wait so many years to get the end of Naraku. And now Yasuhime is out, which is like a continuation. The children.
Yeah, I mean, Inuyasha is pretty... Actually, not pretty. It's very popular. It wasn't
There's
one
a lot
I
of
ever
screaming,
watched. But I know...
Oh,
fuck
yes,
is
Yu
a-
Yu Hakusho. Yeah.
What is a toroid? Does anybody know what a toroid is?
Toroid, that's some... if you get one of those, you can't sit very well.
Electrical device toroids we need to do one of.
Yeah, it's when you can't sit down because of... What is wrong with this ladder? I'm getting pissed off. Oh. Electrical device body. If I was an electrical device body, this is what I would be. Oh, wow, yeah, this thing, I really dropped the ball when cleaning this one. Oh, don't tell me that tune. I haven't finished it yet. Glad to know it was mid. Dude, I'm popping the dirty bubble for this bullshit afterwards. By the way, it's insane how many people are here for this. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for
also,
joining us. Thanks for watching us clean stuff.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? I think they came to see what it was about, but stayed for the conversation.
I mean, certainly not my personality.
Oh, come on now. Yeah, in Jackbox Party Pack 3 this week, we had 3 people, including myself. Jackbox has really fallen off the scale here, but I think once the Naughty Pack... Did you hear they're coming out with a Naughty Pack?
I did.
This year. I don't know how naughty it's going to be, but... The Quickster. What's wrong with the Quickster?
Oh, the side right here. The Hand of Justice machine hand.
Oh, it's got to be... look at this hand. Speaking of hand, one of the WrestleManias... WrestleMania 38 match that I showed Ed was Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
That was
fucking...
really funny match.
Sami Zayn got taken up by the giant high five. Oh man, is that great? We still have to watch Backlash, my guy. We did it! Wait, it's only 99. Hold on a second, something's wrong here. Good job. you showed it, who's boss. Well, take your seat, Ed. We did it. A job well done.
Goodness gracious.
Get off my table.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Well, everybody, that is it. We are officially done with the SpongeBob DLC for this game.
Officially.
Officially. This was the finale of. You know what? Properly written out too, because this was a doozy of one. But Ed, we still have the main campaign. Listen, Ed,
Sorry, what?
we still have the main campaign to get to.
Oh, yeah, we do.
So I don't think we're done, and we'll have more of these talks. Obviously, anime, very popular topic. We know our
Seems that
audience, don't we?
way. Yeah, I mean, well, our audience apparently is a bunch of 40-year-old virgins, so...
Okay, now, how dare you insult them that way?
Well, I mean, they
First of
said
all,
it
there's
first.
nothing wrong with not being disease spreaders, okay? So, you know what? More power to you guys. But I hope you all had a fun time. We'll be back with this. We'll be doing some more talking. Bring some
yeah.
questions. We'll do some Q&As with some people.
Yeah. Recommend us anime to watch, and
Yes, recommend me more
tell
anime
you-
that I don't have time to watch.
we'll tell you what we thought about them, and specifically, I will try and nitpick them and come up with
And have the internet
reasons.
hate you. Yes.
I guess, yeah. I can't be the only person who thought that was dumb. I just can't.
We're not. Hey, Ed, look this way.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so again, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!